Greetings and good morning. Welcome to a wonderful Wednesday. Boy, howdy. This is Super Week indeed. Yeah, either Super Week, W-E-E-K, or Super Week, W-E-A-K. A lot of it's going to depend on your perspective and, of course, your appreciation of the new Superman movie. I will be seeing it tomorrow afternoon. I'll be doing a review on it tomorrow evening, live, as soon as I get back to the studio. And then I will be going on a couple of shows to talk about it. Am I excited? No, I'm trepidatious at best. But more importantly, I'm just happy to be here with all of you. We have Swift -1 in the house, otherwise known as Matt G, the amazing Penny out there. Chris Dickerson is hanging out with us as well, and our favorite polar bar, Snortopupus Q Burr. The lovely Jill Powers is over there exercising her wrench powers, as is Ms. Pick Cafe over on the green machine. We got crazy white boy Dr. Jill over there and Tobach hanging out. Missed, I guess, at the end of the stream or during the stream, our friend Weatherman Skifties yesterday, so I apologize, but he's not even here. Tom is, though. Magnify over on the green machine as well. And back here on the tube, we got Morgan King. Great to see you, pal. There are more and more of you dropping in. I think I said hi to Scott Shook already. If not, hello. And OC Dobbins is here from the most evil 19 blocks on the planet. He's not evil, just the blocks he lives in. Or at least is in regularly, I'll say. SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptors hanging out with us as well. And Caradwin's here. Good to see you, dear. Hope things are going top notch. 11 Alpha is out there, and so is Last Call with Troy Pacelli. Check out his channel and his wife's channel for amazing content and conversation. We've got a few other folks hitting the doors on the way in, like Griffin with today's history. That's right, July 9th of 1877. Wow, I remember that. Anyway, was the first Wimbledon tennis championship. The prize was £10,000, now worth $48 million. P.S. July 9th, 1955, the legendary Rock Around the Clock hit #1. And can we talk a little bit about Disneyland's birthday? By the way, Donald Duck is usually one of the characters celebrated at that particular thing with a pin on that day. If you go to Disneyland, you get a free pin. You know, if you want a pin to put on your shirt or something. All right, let's get into it. We got 30 seconds or so before we're into the main 6-minute daily, the actual news program itself. For those of you who haven't hit the like button already, please do so now. And if you're watching on the replay, hit #replay. Gang in the comments section below, along with the number of visitor you are. That's right. Help support the channel, support the stream, share the dream. Good to see you, Butter Biscuit, and Jonathan Conroy, and our good friend from Canada, Randall Orzer. Brucey. Hola, todos, indeed. And hello to you. All right, here we go. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-minute daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in. And we're going to start with the BBC, which is, well, very big, very ugly, and very much just a propaganda outlet at this point. UK Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy accused of jeopardizing BBC independence after repeated attacks on Tim Davie. I think they both are to blame on this one. Look, they used an old thumbnail style as their image over on Deadline for this particular imagery. Hooray Beer. Speaking of Hooray Beer, let's take a look at Turner Classic Movies. It's going to stay on the Zaslav side of the ledger with Warner Brothers Studios, and it will not be moving over onto the TV and other garbage. So I wonder why that's the way it is with global networks, but it is that way for a reason. You have to keep the things that allow you to control the most, and Turner Classics is going to be one of those things. Speaking of one of those things, over there on Netflix, Wednesday just dropped the season 2 trailer, and Enid's demise was teased as death lingers over the Nevermore Academy. And believe it or not, Wednesday is going to go out of her way to try to keep Enid alive. and many others as well. Speaking of many others as well, guess what? Warner Brothers has decided to go back to HBO Max. Yeah, we're back to the name that started it all with the streaming side of things for HBO. And they never should have changed. So this switched back as of today, this very morning. So no more Max. We're back to HBO Max, which will elevate the content, or so I would say anyway. Box office takeaways 2025. Let's see. PG movies are scoring big. Superhero movies remain shaky, and budgets are just too high. All things that I've been telling you, Pro's been telling you, Valiant Renegade's been telling you, pretty much everybody in our sphere has been saying the whole time. Now, Variety's saying it. Does it make it more true? No. In fact, we now need to remedy other things because they just finally had to admit we were right the whole time. Speaking of being right the whole time, Superman is not going to open as big as people want it to. This is a reasonable number right here, July 8th at 2:12 p.m. Looking at 100 million plus opening, tracking suggests 130, and I'm going to suggest that it could hit as low as 90 million. Despite all the positive word of mouth, there's still a lot of people saying this has major problems within it, including the story itself and a poor narrative around Superman specifically. If you want to hear more about that right away, well, WDW Pro has a review out there along with my friend Stephanie, that's right, My Nerdy Home, and many others. Go check those out, get a feel for it, and then make a decision whether or not you're going to see it based on that. What I do know is they keep trying to sell this $130 million domestic debut. Now, they carefully do this by saying it eyes it. Well, yeah, I eye $130 million too. Does that mean I'm going to get there? No, but I can eye it, and so can this movie. At least, again, I'm not giving in or even following any of the rules now, according to these trade papers. But the reviews are coming in pretty good. It seems to be in the spirit of the comics. It's not exactly like it. If anything, it's a new DC route, but that's never been good. And the only thing about it is it's very stylish. It's very colorful. It's supposed to be very exciting, and it's supposed to sell you on a romance. I don't know how. At least not from the clips we've seen. What I do know is AMC is going to start offering 50% off tickets on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and that may be able to save some of the earnings on the fall-offs that we've seen significantly over the course of the last 5 or 6 years when it comes to the weekdays. We've got Fox getting, a sold-out All-Star game already, which tells you that live sports are where everybody's going as advertisers for the future. Probably a smart move, to be fair, and they should have been doing that in a larger degree already. Speaking of something that I think is disappointing, a click-to-cancel rule got canceled. That's right, by a district court judge, or a circuit judge, actually, in this case, saying that the rule that was made by the folks over there at the FCC doesn't work. Or maybe it was the Trade Commission. Regardless, the rule doesn't work because it's going to cost companies over $100 million in losses. So the consumers suffer. Terrible rule. Trump's previous tariff push terrified the world economy. He's betting it's different this time. We'll see, but everybody's going to have to pay 25% coming up after today. We've got stocks open higher on Wall Street. Trade talks press ahead, and we're still looking for those 90 deals in 90 days, Mr. President. Where is that? We've got Merck spending $10 billion on Verona so they get their COPD medication, and a lot of people can retire now and be very wealthy. Ohio awards $310 million U.S. defense contractor 4,000 worker advanced manufacturing facility, which will, give you a ton of jobs in Ohio. They need them desperately. Speaking of desperation, the French are very desperate to try to keep out reasonable governance. Macron has targeted his opponents. That sounds familiar if you're have a reasonable understanding of politics in the country right now. That's what they tried to do to Trump previously. And finally, today's bear story. A mama bear and cubs decided to go rolling about on a North Carolina golf course, delighting the golfers, and it definitely made golf more interesting. This story you can find over on pethelpful.com, and I just thought it was fun to talk about. I'm jealous. I'm not moving to North Carolina. I'm going to be relocating in the next year to Tennessee, but I got to tell you, wouldn't that be fun? Bears on a golf course. Anyway, it is what it is. But I want to say thank you to all the gifties that came in during the course of the conversation. For those of you who do that, you are incredible. That's French for incredible. And Angela Richter dropped a lovely gifty. That's right, a Culture Casino membership. And so did Ruby Hoove. And I truly appreciate that. Angela was a little late today, but she's always been here, at least for the last 23 months, saying, I'm sorry, I'm late. Oh, wait, no, it says, I'm sorry, late. I'm late. Sorry. Ah, my gosh. I'm apparently very dyslexic today, but I am very grateful. So for those of you who gift Culture Casino memberships, like the amazing, the great Hoove, I want to say thank you. Thank you, Hoove. You are amazing. Apparently, North Carolina is God's country for bears. It is. It's also for bear hunting. I don't know about that, but I do know they have plenty. North Carolina is loaded with bars. Speaking of loaded with bars, Coulter can't read. I can't read it all today. I was fumbling for words the whole time. Again, it's been rough. It's been a rough day. But our friend Eldritch Lord Haster is in the house, and the lovely Ruby who follows up with a $5 super chat saying, "Hi all, hurt my left arm. Oh no! So listening, then typing. Have a great day." Well, my goodness, Ruby, I hope you recover well. Don't get hurt. I thought you were stroked out incredibly. I feel like I was. I mean, I don't know. But I'm glad you're all here. This is going to be a wonderful day. The beautiful Deeple saying hi to everybody. Good to see you. Crazy white boy. Gollum is here. Hey, Gollum. Over on the Green Machine and a few others. Missing Weatherman. Very worried. All right. Let's see. We got a few other stories we could talk about. That's what bonus time is for. We're going to have a little bit of bonus time, not as much as we'd like. And if you need a reminder, go check out Criticless. If you go watch Superman, let us know what you think about Superman and other films. Tom Siebert says, I checked out Criticless, consider joining, but so much of the writing and analysis is amateur, even worse than RT, sadly. Well, that's because these aren't professional critics. But hopefully you had a chance to check out my reviews. They used to have links to my videos. They don't now. But I'll go back and put those all back in, I guess. But I really enjoy Criticless. And I don't mind filtering through, the 3-sentence reviews that we get sometimes. But not everybody's a professional critic, or not everybody writes well. And that's okay. Everybody has their own talents. We are grateful for them and those talents. So there you are. Snorter Poops Keyword, did you like today's bear story? I hope so. Donovan Bradford says, yeah, Culture, you're going to have fun with Midnight's Edge, or should I say, they'll have fun with you. Are you talking about on Monday? Yeah, because I unfortunately won't be able to get there the rest of the week. I have commitments. Battle Bunny, how you doing today? Hope you're doing well. SFXF314 Sabertooth Raptors out there amongst us in the fray. For those of you hitting the thumbs up button on Ruby Hooves Super Chat, thank you. I'm going to put a heart on it. But it's good to see you, Brian and Cindy. Hope you are doing well. The great D. Bud Martin is promoting the channel Campione Reacts. Check it out. Dropped another video over there early in the morning, even on the East Coast. It was at 8 a.m. At 8:30, we dropped a video from this channel this morning in Eastern time at 8 a.m. So you can go check that out. On the West Coast, you got it even earlier than that at 5 and 5:30 a.m. So welcome to the jungle. Yeah, that's when my workday begins. Hey, John Yolden's in the house. Haven't seen you in a minute, buddy. Hope everything is okay. Great to talk to you. Hope they're going. No, I do not consider you an amateur. Oh, well, no, I wasn't worried if you did, my friend, but thank you. He says, just the majority of the participants there. I am grateful it exists, but not something I will affiliate with at this time. No, I get it. No, I understand. Yeah. You can always go there just to read stuff. There are several qualified people on there doing quality reviews. Odin over from Odin's movie blog. He does great stuff over there. Yeah, Jan, I am not a huge fan of the use of AI for those purposes. I usually try to construct mine like a normal essay, outlining the key points and supporting them with the following sentences that follow, I should say. So, but there's that. Who else is out there? Oh, Manolo Rivera. Good to see you. Hello, fine people of the chat. Yes, we do have the best chat on YouTube, and we have the best people. We've got the best wrenches. We have the best conversation. You guys are just phenomenal, and can't say enough. I'm just waking up at 5:30. Yeah, well, I was making sure everything went out on time. Yeah. Chance like last time I saw 5:30, I stayed up all night. Well, yeah, old Odin is one of the greatest. He's a good friend. He's spot on. His reviews are well done, and he and I have very similar algorithms. I believe in projecting what films are going to do. Um, once we get the opening box office numbers, we have a pretty good idea of where a film's going to fall. So, Pilgrim Media drops a $2 super duper chat saying, "Does SM have multiple exposition dumps?" I cannot answer that. Unlike many of my peers, I did not elect to go to the Amazon presentation of the special early screenings of Superman because I had other things I had to do. Like I said, I'll be seeing it on Thursday. From the reviews that I have seen and the personal conversations that I have had, the movie doesn't have a lot of the elements that the mainstream media, the tabloid trades, as we'll call them, industry papers, it doesn't have a lot of that in there. In fact, and it's disgusting that they really did try to sell the film that way. I want to say thanks to Pilgrim Media for that $2 super duper chat. Chef Eddie with a member chat. Thank you, Chef Eddie. 1 month. Superman sounds like it was made for people with ADD. It does have a lot of short cuts, let's say, edited somewhat like a music video, perhaps. Some of the scenes have so many different jump cuts in it. I think that some people found it frenetic and uncomfortable to watch. And again, these are not my observations, these are other people's. And I am paraphrasing using different words, but I'm trying to convey the point that perhaps this film is disjointed for many. Let's put it in the kindest possible way. So, but thank you for that, Pilgrim Media, and everyone else out there. Morgan King says data restarts on the 12th of July. The new month starts on the 12th of July for work. Okay, this is work stuff. I did not know. You've got the best around. Nothing's ever gonna bring you down. You're the best around. Yeah, I can't resist that either. Every time I do that, that's running in my head. See, and that's the problem, right? Is like I carry around a jukebox up here, so I'll be having a conversation, and it always refers to a song. So yeah, it's a problem. Davina, good morning. Midnight's Edge, Latino Slant, and Film Threat all covered Superman this morning. Yep, yes they did. And Tom seemed to be quite high on it last night. So I fortunately was doing a watch party stream with all of you that showed up. That's right. If you are a member, there is a all members watch party once a month, and the second watch party is gold tier or higher members, and that comes later in the month. But we do those on alternating Tuesdays for the channel. So there's that. 5:30 is called Oh Dark 30, and it exists forever once it's night. That's true. Yeah, but I still get up at Oh Dark 30, which is actually I got plenty of sun at Oh Dark 30. I have sun at 4:15 in the morning, so I'm oftentimes out in the greenhouses as early as 5:30. So yeah, there's that. My buddy Lore Reloaded uses the AI for his images, so Paramount can't copyright strike his Star Trek videos. It's brilliant. The problem is I really don't know what YouTube is planning to do with AI videos and or images in the future. So I've been very selective on when or if I use AI. 11 Alpha says, I suppose I'll be seeing it when it comes out on HBO, which is probably only a month away. 36 to 45 days would be my guess. I think they're going to try to leave it in for a minute, but we'll find out. Manolo Rivera says, I enjoyed the movie for what it is. That's good. See, I'm hearing lots of positive. Like right now for me, in keeping touch with the people that I align with most of the time, it's a 75% positive, 25% negative. Look, if 3/4 of the audience enjoys it, that's a big win. So it makes me more hopeful for seeing the film. And again, I will, the minute I get back to the studio, I'm going to set up a live stream. And the minute I get back to the studio on Thursday, I will be doing a live reaction that I'll probably later cut into a video. But Davina Duckworth says it was made for Gen Z. Yeah, probably with all those rapid cuts and stuff. Because they can't focus on. I'm not saying this for real, folks. I know a lot of you in the youngest generation that are pretty focused human beings, but some people not so much because their phone has melted their brain, and I don't think a lot of you are letting TikTok melt your brain. Speaking of melting your brain, our friend Deeple drops a dollar of a Rumble rant saying, my normie brother inquired about Superman, first movie all year that mentioned something that he was interested in seeing. I just hope that the movie is good because I want good superhero movies. So do I. So do I. And again, it's one of the reasons why I brought up what I did today with the story coming out of, who was it? Thought it was Hollywood Reporter. Oh, no, it was Variety. Superhero movies remain shaky. That's from the headline, and it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Oh, look at all these amazing people. Music videos are great when you're watching a music video. Movies are supposed to be coherent. Yes, they are. Once again, thank you, the beautiful deep bow, the beautiful deep bow. I would cover Superman with a blanket. Breeze feats. They all dribbled a bibful. I love that. Who came up with that? That's got to be one of those tongue twisters. I get up at 4 a.m., says Dr. Jill Powers. Oh, by the way, happy belated birthday once more. I'm glad you're with us, dear. Donovan Bradford says, I was running some last bit of chores last night, so sadly missed your member stream. Well, that's understood. A lot of fun. If you are a channel member, you should have access to that through the link until it's removed. And we are moving all of those over to a private channel after we do them eventually, usually within a couple of weeks. They make their way over to Comics Division's website, actually, or you can rewatch them there. Caradwin, 5:30, I call the crack of doom. Aren't you also on the other side of the planet? I think so. I have been out of my meta addiction for 6 months. Well, man, I wish I could break free. I want to break free. I want to break free. But I want to say thank you for the $2 super duper chat, my friend. Much appreciated. The $2 make you holler from Pilgrim Media. Amazing. You're amazing. Speaking of amazing, Peter D says Sean Gunn said it's about immigrants. And if you don't love immigrants, you are not American. They really know how to sell the movie. Well, that didn't help at all, Peter. I'm gonna agree with you there. But from what I'm to understand from the people who've seen it, that's not really there. Neither is any reference to truth, justice, and the American way, or the new thing, the human way, or whatever. I mean, Gunn wanted to just project a message of kindness. All those other things were added um, editorially by the Times of London reporter in the original interview that everybody stole from, and then were completely twisted by the time they got to Variety, Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, all Penske media companies. I'm glad that we have now talked about that. 11 Alpha says, not HBO Plus. I have this thing called cable, which I watch on a device called a television. Well, there you go. Immigrants have a choice. Superman did not. You are so correct. Otherwise, he would have died. He was jettisoned from a dying planet aimed at Earth specifically because we were similar enough that there wouldn't be any issues. I have no interest in Superman, and so I saw the Reeve one back in 78. So did I. I still have to see it. Part of the job. Almighty Black Ass says, is Superman woke? Not according to the people I've talked to. The only person so far that has seen any political ideology shoved in it in a big way has been Marvin the Movie Monster, reporter extraordinaire and editor-in-chief of That Park Place. You can read his coverage and or see the video that they dropped or are dropping later today over on That Park Place. Or actually WDW Pros channel, excuse me. Humphrey Bear is Superman. Crap. I don't know. Look, like you said, 75% of the people that I know and trust and do this, same as I do, say it's okay, it's good, and 25% not fans. That's kind of a good sign for the movie, I'll say. LOL. No, laughing my ass off. No, I live in Canada, CC. Oh, okay. All right. I felt like you were from the Netherlands or something. I don't know why. Holy cow, it's just the Phobos. It has been a minute. Where you been? Where you been? Superman, you will believe a man can cry. Well, I'm sure there's some of that. What frustrates me the most is that every clip we have seen has been the lower and lower and lower points for Superman's journey in this movie. Again, I may get tired of that. I don't want weakling Superman, which is another reason why the thumbnail is what it is today, guys. Super weak, WEEK, or super weak, WEAK, weak. All right. Happy hump day, everybody. Indeed, running with scissors. We'll have to work on that. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. All right, sorry. I hate my brain. Irate! Good to see you, buddy. I hear Apple is trying to get a streaming rights of Formula One from ESPN Disney after the success of their movie F1. Oh, I have to look that up. I'll have to look that up. I know this much. Well, did I get to that story? No. You know what? Let's cover this story as part of bonus time today. Please bear with me. And let's jump over to that. Boom. Yeah. Big East ESPN reunite with 6-year media rights deal. Disney doesn't have an abundance of cash. Give me the cash. They just don't. Okay. And so when I see this stuff, it drives me crazy because I'm all about that's not exactly a great piece of news for investors. Disney should be capitalizing on the rights they control, not going out to spend even more giant chunks of cash to acquire more rights. They don't really have that money. They have overspent on ESPN for a very long period of time. That might also explain why they and Hearst Media are getting ready to dump whole networks worth of things, whether it be, I think they control Lifetime or something similar and a bunch of other junk. A&E networks is what it was called. Those are all going away. Somebody's going to buy them. and Disney and Hearst Media, the yellow journalism company, will benefit from that. And they need to. They need cash. Give me the cash. So, but I thought that would be fun to cover anyway. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm going to do a review on this Thursday right after I get back from seeing it. I'm seeing it with somebody this time, not that weird guy sitting alone in the back of the theater. The showing that I have still has very limited seats sold. There were maybe 8 or 9 seats sold in total in an enormous theater. I'm going to say that is because it's early in the day, or early enough in the day that most adults are not back from work or out of the office or whatnot. But I'm going to keep very close track of that, my friends. I really, really am. So we need to look at what we're actually being given when we're given it now. But I will be giving you that review, my friend. Bill Blom is out there. Partial hashtag replay because YouTube never notified me. Yeah, they're big friends of mine right now. They're super loving me. They are suppressing my videos. I'm getting, maybe 3,000, maybe up to 8,000, very rarely 10,000 views. I was getting well more than that before, so I don't know what's been going on the last 2.5 months. Actually, I do know their algorithm changed to favor the old legacy media garbage again. They really, really don't like money or creators, it seems. Battle Bunny. Oh, my raid! Incoming from That Park Place. I came from Pro. Awesome. I'm glad you're here. Is Penske Media like Penske Truck, like the same company? I believe that Penske is owned by the same family. At least from my recollection. It can be faulty, though. I can be wrong. It does happen. Yeah, Marvin definitely hated it. Not a fan. True story. Superman is super mid, from what I'm hearing. Wow, Istophobos. Okay, well, we're having differing opinions floating our direction, let's say. Poor super dude. Pain? Almost never felt it before. Yep. And Apollomes is out there. Hello, dear. Good to see you. I appreciate you. Where you been? And how's the puppers? Cynthia Carter out there saying, "I don't care if those who hate Snyder are all in on Gunn's version. I'm still not going to waste my money on this turkey. Gunn is an overrated teenage boy in a Gen X body. All that is true. All that is true." Pilgrim Media drops that other $2 super duper chat. Says, "I watched Superman 76 Monday. So many big stars. Oh, I know. Absolutely loaded with talent. Those films were helped by the people that were involved in them. I miss the 80s, says the Fifth Avenger, and my friend, so do I. Muchly. Bigly. Randall Orser, you're a bit older than me. Oh, I was 12 turning 13. My mom even went to see it. Oh, it's Superman back in 78. Understood. Tom, 75% is out of, which sounds about right. Yeah. Blank out of blank. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I mean, this thing, when it settles over at Rotten Tomatoes, will probably be in that 81% range when it's all said and done. Metacritic is usually a little more reliable, but a lot more boring as far as a website goes. Which is, why I favor Criticless. But I also know everybody over there. But I still like the way they do it. I like the idea that it has a beautiful scale, lots of fun, catchy names from the 80s and 90s. Awesome. Excellent. All that kind of stuff. But I think Metacritic just is really reliable. I think aggregators as a whole are a better choice, whether it be for any kind of polling, whether it be political or for entertainment purposes or whatnot. So, You don't have to live like a refugee. Sorry, I murdered that song. Superman is a refugee, not an immigrant. So true. So true. Funny how it seems. Man, I can't stop. Don't start me on that stuff, guys. It's bad news. Griffin taking meds and cranberry too. Ooh, cranberry juice is good. Love cranberry juice. I like cran apple, cran grape. I'm weird though. Isn't it amazing a fruit grown in a bog? It's so good. Super weak. Super weak. I see what you did there. That's right. That's right. My dream. My dream. Can anybody guess I didn't have the best amount of sleep last night? My brain has a jukebox in it too, culture. Yeah. Maybe it's an old person thing. Plus, we can spit quotes from anything. I'm still like spitting quotes from Friends, Ghostbusters, just all kinds of old stuff. Oh, by the way, so if I were Disney looking for an original superhero that they basically had a hand in creating, beginning to end, I would remake the Disney classic superhero film, which it wasn't a superhero, Condor Man. That's what I would do. Trying to catch up with y'all. And thanks again, Pilgrim Media, for all your generosity. California Craveman. Good to see you. Carlos Alfredo Lopez. Good to see you too. I thought culture was dyslexically spelling super woke. I didn't question it. Yeah, well, I have published and just left alone all my misspellings as well. So it just happens. RIP music videos. How about RIP music? There are very few people doing it anymore, and the independent sphere is the only place you're going to get it. And the powers that be, like Billboard and others, just try to suppress it. Dan Vask and Eric July come out with this brilliant track, and they're suppressed. Very tired of that. Tom McDonald makes, it seems like weekly bangers, right? That bar. Culture, I DM'd you the story. Thank you, my friend, and thank you for your previous direct message. Have I have now counted over 100 message groups that I'm in on Twitter, and not even counting individual DM chats. I need to start clearing house and making my apologies and exiting those groups because I don't have time to read through everything. I need people to just send me a message so it's relevant. Jaco Ellers is out there. Good to see you, man. Mr. H, okay. No pro cast night. No, last night, and it's my fault right now, guys. I'm trying to get through some stuff right now, and I am manipulating my time in ways so I can be the most productive when I'm making material for this channel and the new one. And I'm taking care of all that other stuff that's part of life at those other times. So you will see Mr. H's show return, not this week. It won't be Thursday either. It will be returning the following week, and we should be in season 6 finally with a new intro and things like that. We'll still have, I think, at the end we'll still have a pretty cool outro there with the Reservoir Dogs, but we're also going to have some new scenes and stuff, so it's going to be cool. The reviews I've seen go from hated it to liked it. Yeah, the Superman got too many clips out before the premiere, so for sure, and too much. Man, these are so small. And too much gun talking about it. Yeah. Well, this is Superman, presented by James Gunn, written by James Gunn, directed by James Gunn, and with special care, James Gunn. So it is what it is. Hey, Jed Revenworth. So cultures get in. So cultures get in love just like I am from YouTube. Yeah, there you go. I have to tell you, YouTube's not a big fan of creators in the sphere right now. Hey, Bosco Scenario in the house. Go check out the Bosco Scenario on YouTube. My friend Geiskar is doing well. Que pasa, bud? Well, I'm good. As good as I can be at my age, with all the limitations that come with it. Palamies. I'm in vacation at home because my dad. Oh, no. Really? All right, Palamies. Well, I'm going to send more prayers your direction and to him. But I really hope you're doing well, love. I really do. And being safe, even if you're on vacation. What you need to do, Jan. All right, what do we got? What you need to do is to tell all your people, that's you guys, all your people to go to their homepage and start pulling down the little menus that say block this channel or not interested. Yeah, that actually would work. It'll also make sure you get notifications. The other way you make sure you get notifications, and I know I've said this in a few of the videos, but I should say it here now because we're getting close to the end of the show. But I'll say this. We don't need that up there anymore. Watch your favorite creators' videos and then follow up by watching another one of their videos. And if you want to not have to take those extra steps, just drill down to their channel and click play mix. If you play a mix of their channel, you'll get nothing but their content. And that should fill up your homepage forever. So if you do that with every channel that you love, those will be the channels that you always see on your homepage, your home feed, and you won't miss anything. Truly. It also guarantees that you'll see more notifications from your favorite creators. If you do that once a week, see 2 of your favorite creators' videos, that also will help with that notification thing as well. That's the algorithm is always designed to show you your interests and then show you tangential interests. Yeah, things that are similar. Thank you, Brian and Cindy. I hope your day is great. The doctors are waiting for me to show up. Well, that's been the story of my life for 4 weeks now, so I understand. Maybe it's 5 weeks. Man, it's been a while. Commander Ed Striker of Shadow in the house. Free Mexican Iron Man's catered breakfast rabbit chicken, tacos, and burritos. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, thank you, D-Bud. Yeah, I really liked making today's video. I'm tired of being called names by mainstream media, actors, Hollywood in general. So yeah, not a racist. Donovan Bradford says, Culture Casino, it could be worse. You could have a block in your head. I feel like I already have a block in my head. I've been called a blockhead. Come on, Condor Man's great. Care what you say, Jed. You don't know. All I want is a Toxic Avenger movie. You're going to have one in I think the next 3 or 4 months. The Toxic Avenger film will finally release, and it looks like hot garbage. So I hope you enjoy it. We got a bear dance coming up for sure. I want to say thank you to my friend, my pal, the amazingly creative and wonderfully accented Rebecca Gold. You guys got to go see this. You got to subscribe to Rebecca Gold's channel, not just because of the £5 sterling, proper money that he just dropped here, but watching Superman on Friday. Here's hoping it's good. You know what? You and I should talk about it. Maybe we get together with John Yulden and, that Z3PO fellow, maybe some others. Maybe we have a conversation around Superman then, 78, and now James Gunn. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And you're the guy to lead it. By the way, this is Ian, the director, the creator of Rebecca Gold and many other short films. This is a web series I hope you watch, and I think we're getting the new one soon. Would somebody help me with that? How soon is that? How soon is now? Great song. I am the sun and the air. Born in Boston. I love seeing young content creators listening to classic rock. They are blown away. You know what? I kind of got into one of those one day. It was in the media room. I was working on some research and stuff, and I put on some shorts, and it was like one after another of these people for the first time hearing classic music, and I love that. And then, of course, it also mixes in that guy that plays drums, sometimes with one hand, sometimes with two, doing triple kicks and power blasts on his drum set. I forget that guy's name, but my mom was like, "On." I I recreationally did a little bit of drum work. I'm a singer, but um I'm always amazed. I'm like, well, if I have to play this instrument for this track, I will, but not with great skill. Um, but dude, that guy's insane. Da, 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 da. Refugees are people that we acknowledge are coming from a bad situation. Economic immigrants are just people say they make more money there, and I want some of it. Yeah, true story. Da, 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 da. Now I've got Knight Rider in my head. Can't stop. REO is good. Are you talking about the Speedwagon? Culture. We are old enough to actually have had to pay attention to our lives and what was going on around us when I grew up. Phones were attached to the wall. Yeah, encyclopedias were kept at libraries, or if you were lucky, you had a bookcase dedicated, a little 4-foot bookcase shelf dedicated to your own set of encyclopedias. I was fortunate enough to have that. I think my grandparents bought it, to be fair. But no, absolutely, that's where it was, and it's nice having that. Pikmin's cool, says G Mom. Soup is bad. Games chill leader. So I just want to playing fun video games. Yeah, me too. Pikmin's a good choice. Superman the animated series getting a lot of positive conversation again. We actually are going back to things that were good. Bubba, Big Daddy Porkins, what's going on? Says John Campia, RMB, Tom Connors Jr., and Polly like Superman. Oh, that makes me feel so much better. I want it to be good. That is so good. All right, we got to bounce. Marketed by James Gunn. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad your brain didn't lock in on opera. Figaro. Okay, all right. Let's get to we got super chats out there. I'm missing them. I'm a terrible host. Bubba, the Undertaker is waiting for you to show up, but soon. Yeah, if I have yeah. What do we got going on? Tobag for $5 with a rumbling rant, otherwise known as Proctor Deuce's Stupendium Compendium. That's an old name, by the way. Won't you donate? What? Won't you donate now and support your favorite content producer? For just a $5 single rent, you can feed a culture for a day. Over hummed in the arms of an angel. Thanks for what you do for us. I love what I do. And you guys inspire me each and every day. So I appreciate your support. And I love that one. That was genius. In the arms of an angel. Yeah. That's a beautiful song. The original, especially. Spaceship Vampire reminds me of when I hear about the younger generation watching Star Wars for the first time and they're blown away. Maybe it's not entirely subjective what's good, and there's science to it. Well, there is. There is. It's not for kids. It's not space wizards with laser swords. I mean, some of that in it, but good story. Istaphobos with a $2 super duper chat says, I always thought it was rabid chicken tacos. No, it's rabbit. Rabbit. Like the little furry guys with ears. You guys are trying to make it so I don't leave. All these super chats. Yeah, the Masked Saturday cartoon was the greatest cartoon series, only second to the ultra violent original Johnny Quest, which was great. Johnny Quest was so good. Thank you, Commander Ed or Striker of Shadow. I forgot it. The Amazing Archer Merchant for 10 Culture Casino cash saw the Superman. Last night, I gave it a 7. Felt the war seemed like Russia, Ukraine, or even Gaza. Felt the parent message was a letdown. Felt the typing monkeys unnecessary. Otherwise, wasn't that bad. My friend, thank you. This is a great way to put a cap on this for today's show because I want it to be good. I will not be happy wasting my time on Thursday. I'm just saying. Hey, but thank you, Archer. That was amazing. Hillis Mallory's here. What's up, buddy? Swift -1. Matt G. Battle Buddy says, super thank you. That's right. Comics and Gary shouldn't have gotten through that rant with half the tact and grace Culture did. Well, thank you. Yeah, neither of them can read very well. All I had to do was just make it bigger on the screen, which I can do on this anyway. Look, folks, there was another story I was going to cover. I don't want to bring us down. We've had some good news towards the end here, and that kind of makes me feel spectacular. I'm going to go and take care of today's things so that I can be up and at 'em and ready to deliver tomorrow, which will be a completely full day with Superman thrown in on top of it all after the stuff I got to go through in that day. And then I will be coming back here Thursday evening doing a live reaction to the film I just saw, a live review, which will allow you to ask questions. Oh, and by the way, coming up soon, Campione Reacts, the new channel that I've been pimping out there. That one is going rather well. We have way more views than we have actual subscribers. It's all thanks to you. Do check that out if you haven't already. The ladies are lovely and brilliant. I am so blessed by the talent that is there. And we have more of folks that can join into those panels as well, including Jillian and a few other folks that have indicated interest. Mindy from Sci-Fi for Me TV and a couple more. The opportunity is there to talk about modern dating and modern ridiculousness related to dating and relationships with a little more nuance and tact than you'll find on a lot of the Red Pillars or Manosphere folks. Because, real life events and real experiences trump what could be theoretically something or another. Jan Monroe drops a $2 super duper chat saying, see, we would never hold you hostage. Psych! I love it. You guys are so brilliant. I am so blessed. I got the best audience on the tube. There's no doubt about it. You guys can help out with recognition by hitting the thumbs up button on any of these super chats. It also counts as engagement and I believe points on whatever that system is. I haven't even caught on to how they do that. Someday I'll remember to set a goal for super chats or whatever. But for right now, I'm just happy you all are here. Speaking of one of the wonderful people, Deepo, the beautiful Deepo, for one Culture Casino cash. That's right. It's a Rumble Rant. It's all part of the plan. FYI, Superman, the animated series, was on sale for me on Amazon yesterday. Wow. That's right. It's Prime Day for 4 days in a row, right? Yeah. $20 for the Blu-ray for the whole series, in case anyone wanted it. That's really good news. And as Sandra Hammerslag reminds me, Congo. True story. Let's see. What else is happening? That's got to be it. Folks, I want to say thank you once again for your wild support. I want to say I'm sorry Weatherman didn't make it today. I think he would have had something to celebrate. And for those of you that were here or are watching on the replay, if you could just do me the favor of putting down in the comments, hashtag replay gang, along with what number viewer you were and what your thoughts were on today's subject matter. On that note, I will bounce us out of here and say, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. Wash your hands because it's good hygiene and you don't want to get sick, especially in the summer. And until next time, see ya.